This way, please.
This doesn't feel right. Mr. Huang has never kept me waiting.
What do you mean?
In the last 2 weeks, he decided to retire. He left his post as chairman of the board, which led to WeCloud shares to drop tremendously. I'm not sure if he still wants to deal with Magic Crystal.
Are you saying he might change his mind?
Please wait here.
Thank you. Wendy? What a coincidence. Both of you are here too. Did Mr. Huang ask you to come today? Yeah, he did. He did this on purpose. He invited all of us today so we can start going against each other. We won't fall for his tricks. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Don't leave yet. I invited you all here so we could save time. Due to unforeseen issues with my company, all of our plans of investments, past, current, or future, will be called off. Therefore, in your second round of financing, I can't invest. Guo Xinnian, I'm terribly sorry.
Hold on, Mr. Huang. Look at this. You asked me to write a business plan. You should at least take a look at what I've finished for you.
It would be pointless.
Have you been lying to us this whole time?
Guo Xinnian.
See them off.
Excuse me, please head this way.
Guo Xinnian!
Liars! They're all a bunch of liars! None of these filthy rich guys are good! You can't rely on anyone else but yourself!
Repeat the plan.
2 people will pick me up after I get off the plane. I have to be at Yiwei Hospital. I mustn't go directly home.
Your father wants you there to keep you out of trouble. I'll go back to Hong Kong as soon as I'm done with everything.
Excuse me, Mr. Tin.
Chen Cheng, please come with us. We have a warrant for your arrest.
But sir, there must be some kind of mistake. He's sick and he needs to go to a hospital in Hong Kong. I have the documents to prove it.
We can discuss that later.
What's going on here? Uncle Dong!
Chen Cheng! Chen Cheng!
Huh?
Hey, here they come. That's Wang Yunwu. He used to work for Microsoft. Li Ke used to be head of web security at IBM. Who's that in the back with the hat?
Oh, that's Sun Chuan. He's also from IBM.
How about the 2 guys behind him?
Those 2. I don't think I know them, but they look familiar. Wei Tong, go take a look.
I don't want to. It'll only upset me.
Banteng brought all those people here. What is he planning to do?
It doesn't look like it was something put together overnight. This has been planned for a while. Think about it. To get internet connection, and set up offices in this remote area. This must have cost a fortune.
Hiring those people would cost more. Huh? Just think about it. These kinds of people, they're pretty much all supervisory level in their previous companies. Let me ask you this. Would people like them be willing to work in a shady area with mediocre pay?
I don't get it. I wonder what Li Bantang is thinking about. We haven't opposed to his ideas. He's doing what he wants to do so far. But despite that, he's still choosing to leave the big company Qilin behind. And now he has all these people in the middle of nowhere. What's he up to?
Isn't it obvious to you? Bantang has built a base, using his own money for it. What is he up to?
We only use their money for luxurious things, like yachts. But he built a terrorist network.
It's betrayal. This is clearly a betrayal to all of us.
I will take responsibility for all of it. Yes. Please understand his welfare matters the most. No, I won't run away, of course. Just let me know if you need anything. Yes, sure. Good. All right, then. I will definitely work with you. Yes, of course. All right. Okay, bye. He won't be able to go back this time.
Hello, sir.
Hi there.
Were you looking for me?
Let's talk in the office.
So, you're all here. Is this a meeting? Yes.
I'm not so sure about it. What do you think? Will that really work?
Which one of you is Mr. Huace?
I'm sorry, who are you?
We're from the technical department at Qilin. Mr. Ye sent us here. He would like to have a word with you.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Ye is one of the founders of Qilin. Have you heard of him? All of you, shut down your computers for a moment. We need your attention. You are not to leave the premises. Thank you very much. Shall we?
This way, please.
What in the world is happening here?
Where are they taking us?
What's happening? Anything illegal here?
what's happening here?
These guys?
What are they going to be doing with
Let's
Huawei?
get involved.
Hey,
What do we do? Who are those guys? From Qilin?
Now, it might seem peaceful and quiet at the moment, but everyone is secretly building their army. Once the online war begins, everyone, including games, e-commerce, membership services, advertising, and news, they will all try to get to the top. It will be a great war. Therefore, we need to get ahead of them and build a fleet so we can attack our opponents. We either get damaged or we destroy them. We can't just sit around unprepared. That's why I wanted to set up this remote R&D center so we can develop the latest software to keep us ahead of our opponents. That is the new base of our aircraft carrier. I know the idea is not something you might agree with, but I went ahead and pushed through with it. Just wait and see. Time will prove that I'm right about this.
Bantang, you don't need to be defensive. If you're having any issues with us, just say so. We're not here to talk business.
We've always talked about the same things. Just what else is there to talk about?
About the team. You tell us one thing and do another. Are you trying to break our team apart?
Is there something wrong with this team? Do you remember back then, We would be happy if we were able to sell Keelan for 500,000. We packed our bags and we traveled from one city to another, but no one treated us seriously. But look at us now. We've made it, didn't we?
Bantang, I'm not really sure if you're just pretending now. Do you realize what you're doing right now? You're setting up another center. You started a new business without us. Another company. This is separatism. You'll ruin Keelan if you continue.
That's not what I'm doing.
What's the difference between your product and Keelan's?
When it's fully developed, it will be part of Keelan. Your plan sounds nice, Bantang. All this time, we have worked together and even suffered together. People are waiting for this to happen. They've been doing all sorts of things just to bring Keelan down, but they all failed miserably. But look at what you're doing. Your plan will be destroying your own brand. We're used to creating a software solely based on PCs, but the software we're developing now is based on mobile phones. I can promise I won't launch this product for PCs once it's completed. It won't be a threat to Keelan, and it won't destroy our brand. But if I can be honest, I'd really like to ask why we can't destroy our own brand. Challenging ourselves and our products would mean that we are innovating, we are making progress. We get to prove that we truly deserve the top spot. Don't you want that?
Bantang, does your plan include importing users from Keelan? Are you planning to start from scratch like Magic Crystal? Are you just going to throw away 200 million users?
I'll be straightforward with you, Bantang. If you let go of such a huge user base and strong background like what we have here in Keelan, what are you really planning to do? You think a few people are enough? Do you even have enough technicians and support teams? Do you have enough people in your center? Will you be able to conduct tests? Do you even have enough money in terms of market operations and intellectual property concerns? Do you really think that you can create a better platform than Keelan? Even if you did come up with something, it wouldn't succeed, and I know you know that. You can't just throw it all away. You have a wonderful career and such an amazing platform. You know what, guys? Perhaps I can. You can all have this office.
Does that mean you're really leaving the company? But you're the soul of Keelan. If you leave us, it'll bring tremendous losses to the value of our shares. Are you sure about this?
Good morning, Wendy.
Good morning.
How do you know we are here?
I heard that Mr. Zin is not feeling well, so I came here to visit him.
That's thoughtful, but it's really not that bad. We're just here for a regular physical checkup.
Oh.
So is there anything else?
We had discussions about purchasing some of Magic Crystal's shares. I drafted a contract, and I was hoping he could run by it.
I don't think it's a good time for that. I have a suggestion. As soon as the boss starts feeling better, I'll call you right away. I'm really sorry.
Bantang. We came here today for you. I meant what I said earlier. If there's anything that concerns you about us, just let us know. What's going on with you? Are you really going to give up the business we all fought so hard for? Is there a problem we don't know? Because if there is, you know we can solve it together. You don't have to be so rash about this entire thing.
We were young and had nothing when we started, but we had passion. Now look at us. Your net worth is over 10 billion, right? Your ranking as the richest man in the China pool has moved up a notch again.
But you have the most shares among us. And don't get me started on that poll because you know pretty well that you have the highest ranking. Now what? Are you blaming us for purchasing villas and luxury cars with our hard-earned money? We're not some prude businessmen. We didn't work so hard just to get sick, grow old, and die.
I'm not blaming you or anyone here. You worked very hard, so you have the right to enjoy your money as you please. The problem is... The only problem is... I don't want to be like you. I don't want a fancy yacht, or to live in a luxurious villa in Australia. The reason I started a project on my own is because I can't keep up with you. There is so much corruption in our company. Just like every dynasty in China's history had. When they started, they were unstoppable pioneers. But then later, when they lost their momentum, corruption spread like wildfire. Wang Yanpei wrote about it. It's the cycle of history. Our company is experiencing that cycle too.
Guo Xinnian! Guo Xinnian? It's past working hours, and everyone left already. You work 9 hours here during the day, then you still choose to stay until late at night. What kind of life is that?
You didn't go home after work either.
I don't feel like going home too early today. I was feeling a bit down these past couple of days. I was wondering if I can take a little bit of your time. I'd like to go somewhere. Wanna come?
Mr. Ye, he's here now.
Ask him to come in.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
Huh? I sent some people to get him. We were just wondering about the kind of leader you'd hire and what he looks like.
Hello, Mr. Luo. I heard your software failed against Magic Crystal and that you're looking for investments everywhere. Is that correct?
That's right.
You were the technical supervisor of the R&D center under the service providers, right? Why did you leave that job?
Because they don't innovate.
Oh.
Do you have any plans for business operations regarding that software you're working on? I have none.
Then let me ask you this. This product in the works, is it a software that's capable of carrying out projects in development at Qilin? There are over 1,000 employees in Qilin's technical department. At the rate you're going now, are you capable of leading a team that size on your own?
For sure, I can't do that.
Therefore, I can say that you're a vagabond in the industry, and that's putting it nicely. You can't even gather investments for it, because you're working on copycat software. Can you help us understand? How long will it take to develop an original and quality product that can meet the market's current demands if you're working in that crappy factory of yours?
I don't know. You don't know?
That's enough arguing.
We're not done yet. We have to get the shareholders' views. It will be a waste to start a new team. Bentang, I suggest you start reconsidering things like merging with the product team of our head office.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed. Bentang, this is a technical shareholders meeting. You can say you disagree, but it's pointless.
If they become part of the head office, we can't develop my product.
So it's finally out. You do have issues with us. Zhiguang is the head of the technical department. Why can't we do this in our own company? You want to kick him out?
Don't say that. Let it come from Bentang himself. Bentang, if I can no longer meet your requirements, I can resign. Just give me the word.
This is just great. We now have to find a secret place to have our meeting. It's so hot, the sun is melting me. Well, let's start the discussion now.
I'm what they call an angel investor. Most of us profit, sell out, and exit after the first round of financing. Unfortunately, we trusted the wrong person. We were scammed by one man, and that man was Guo Xinnian. We stayed and hoped for another miracle. But then our wrong decisions led us to our own demise. Now we don't know what to do next.
We made those wrong choices. I suggest we move on. So tell us, what would happen once Rofus decides to sell their shares to Li Bentang? 1. He becomes the major shareholder. He will become the decision maker from now on. And 2. Based on the current rate Guo Xinnian spending the company's money, if Li Bentang wouldn't agree in giving more investment funds, the lacking money will be then asked from the rest of us.
I won't invest anything.
Wendy, is Weinsheng investing in the second round of financing?
Guo Xinnian and Na Lan have been working very hard to get him to invest in the company again. But I'm pretty sure he won't be up for it anymore. The reason is simple. I believe Li Bentang and Weinsheng already reached an agreement, but behind our backs.
It's that Li Bentang again. He's becoming a god.
Now the only candidate left is Jinzhanbang, but he's suddenly hospitalized. I don't know if it's really true. If you agree with my suggestion, I can continue working on him.
I don't agree to that. I've said it so many times. Mr. Tsin is not enough. I will be firm about my decisions too. I won't waste my shares. I will turn them into money. No one can stop me from getting married.
Well, I can see now the top executives also fight like a bunch of little kids. How can you resign so easily like that? This upscale office is too cold for me. I'm so used to working inside that crappy factory and sweating my ass off most of the time. It's actually nice. It's detoxing. It's really nice to work there. We get good food to eat and we also get somewhere to sleep. It's really great. A bunch of us would sit down in one corner and talk every day. Whoever had an idea will have to write it down immediately on the computer. It was entrepreneurship. You're all entrepreneurs in this room, and all of you have been through the startup phase. You must know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Don't you miss the good old days? You said earlier that I'm just a vagabond in the industry. Well, yep. You're right about that. I must admit I'm a gypsy at heart. Enough about me, though. Do you want to know how I see you? I think all of you here are just pretenders of the industry. All of you, really. That's what I think. Really. No matter what you say, I sincerely love the crappy factory we have. If you think it's bad for Killin, for us to work in the middle of nowhere, and that it's such an embarrassment, rather than looking at it as some hidden endeavor for power, I believe there's nothing to worry about anymore. So you don't have to worry about us. We actually enjoy working there. Now, if you really want to send us back to this posh upscale office building of yours, I'm afraid that, frankly, I might not come up with anything good anymore. I don't care how others see me, or my team. I think that what we're doing in that place you belittle is actually the right thing to do, that we are developing meaningful software. Gentlemen, I am done. Dear sirs, please do continue arguing.
Let's put it this way. Consider it a mistake from my end. Just let me try out this new venture. I'm optimistic about it. But if in the long run, we end up realizing it's not working out, then I'll give it all up. I'll buy a villa. We'll all be neighbors.
Wait a minute. Stop sweet-talking us. We took the time to be here today. We need to make a decision. You choose. Dismiss this newbie team of yours that we had no idea about. Or 2, merge that with the tech department. There's no third option.
Bantang, even if you choose to give up the plans you made, you'd be doing so in front of your friends. We've all known each other for years.
Please come to my office.
Yes, Mr. Lee.
Order food for everyone. Order enough for the entire day. We'll continue until the second day. If 2 days won't be enough, then 3 days. We're staying in this office. No one can leave.
Yes.
Inform senior management. Days off are cancelled. Wait for further instructions.
Yes, sir.
You can go.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Hurry up and quit acting like an old man.
How can you be so energetic at this hour?
I want some popcorn.
Okay, I'll get you some. I'd like some popcorn, please.
Hello, that's 15 yuan a bucket.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you. Have fun at Magic Farm.
So, what do we play first?
There's some balloon guns.
Target missed.
What was that? You're really like an old man. You have such poor eyesight.
One more round, please.
There are people waiting in line.
Oh, sorry, kid, but I hope you don't mind. I'm sorry. I'd like to go again and play a bit longer. Maybe you want to try something else first?
Come on and let him play. Let's just go somewhere else.
Okay, Dad.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hey, Uncle, why are you taking the kids' time to play?
Hey, don't call me that.
You have last 10 shots. If you miss, let's leave.
All right, 10 shots it is. Pick any prize you want, and I'll win it for you.
That's a promise, okay?
Yes, it is.
That, right there.
I knew you would pick that one. So first prize, right? I'm going to need to hit the target 8 times. So just watch this.
What if you miss the target?
You can decide what happens. I'll just follow your instructions.
Really? You'll do that?
I know exactly what you want me to do. Everyone on the team has been asking me to sell my shares. I have no other options left. Is that what you wanted me to do too?
All right, we'll discuss later.
Okay, I'll shoot some balloons. I'm a man of my word. I will sell shares if I miss. But I have been quite lucky, you know. It's unlikely that I'll miss. Here we go!
Target missed.
Target missed.
Here we go!
Target missed.
I thought you're lucky.
Be patient. I'm just warming up.
Whoa!
Did you see that?
That's 2. That's 3. That's 4.
Just
That's
relax.
5 already. 6. 7. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, just be quiet. We're down to one last shot. The most important final shot. Here. Blow my hand for some good luck. Hey, come on, just do it.
Hurry up and shoot already.
Okay, here I go. Watch carefully. I got it! Did you see that? I told you that I would win! Yeah!
We've been going around in circles all day. Honestly, I don't understand what we're even thinking of anymore. It's just a walkie-talkie module. And wait, what were you saying earlier? What other functions does it have?
All right, stop. I don't understand you. Just shut up and take some rest.
The key is providing a different user experience. The new product will have the walkie-talkie as its main function. It's available for use. If that's the case, we'll have the best designers work on it. We'll build the framework ourselves. It's not going to be very hard for us to do the visual stuff. Hey, Bantang, I have several classmates I can contact. They're behind the design team in Silicon Valley. They created the white square that Apple uses. If you need them, I can have them over any time. Let me know. Visual is not everything in user experience. Lines and ornaments are just icing on the cake. Our goal has always been clear. It's to provide convenience so we can increase user loyalty. We have to stick to that objective so we can have a new software that focuses on the walkie-talkie. Will that be the same as Keeling?
With everything we discussed, we're still down to destroying our own brand.
I've been on this with you all day. Why are you so stubborn? What good is it to stick with PCs? If you really don't like my idea, then just vote on it and fire me. Then you can go home and rest.
Wait. Bantang. Let's not play the blame game here. If we weren't stubborn, we wouldn't be here, right? The four of us acknowledge your position. You're the company's soul. In fact, we fear you. So please, don't go on saying things like, let's take a vote. Why don't we start firing people? Or just go back home and rest. You're not much help anyway. Don't threaten us with any of that. How about this? If you don't like any of our ideas, then just fire me. No need to take a vote. I would gladly walk away. Got that?
You're the one who's threatening me now.
You're the soul of the company. How could I threaten you?
Who wouldn't feel that?
What do you want?
I'm here to clean up the table.
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, since you're a company's soul, our big boss, maybe you could order us something else. The food we have now is horrible. The taste is just so bland.
Secretary Lee,
Yes, sir.
bring Ji Guang's blood pressure medication.
Okay.
Also, 4 sets of earplugs.
Yes. Insulin. What did he say?
What did he say?
Insulin.
Oh, yes.
Another thought. In this new platform we're doing, we'll add something to the walkie-talkie. I think that we should make it expandable. We can continue digging into other new functions. All of these features can't be achieved on Keeling alone.
All right. Don't think that you've already convinced us just because one of us is out, okay? Come over here.
Thank you for this evening.
Thank you so much for taking me home. What happened to you? You were so happy and carefree before we got here. Why do you look so sad now? You can go if you want.
It's not like that. We're almost at your doorstep already.
I know you can't let go that there is a disagreement within your team, or that you're refusing to sell your shares. Though it's not my place to give you advice, I still want you to know that you should let go of things when it's necessary. It's a big world out there, and you have your whole life ahead of you. It's good to be persistent, but don't be stubborn, because it'll only hurt the people who care about you.
Do I really have to sell my shares? Will that make everyone happy? I know I'll never become like Steve Jobs. I know that it's impossible to make Magic Crystal as successful and groundbreaking as Qilin. I may in fact be useless after all, right? Just be honest with me.
Steve Jobs went through a lot of hardships in life. I don't like that way of life. I don't want you to end up being like him. I think that Magic Crystal is a great app. But you can't compare it to Qilin because they don't share the same background and history. They will have different outcomes too. Guo Xinnian, if you change yourself a bit, let loose a little, be more foolish, be like Goofball, it would be really wonderful. And at least, you don't always have to hide the pain.
Where would I even be if I gave up? I don't know anything else aside from making software.
Beating yourself up won't help either.
I've always had a hard life. Apart from what happened earlier, maybe it could have been pure luck. I managed to hit 8 balloons in a row. But believe it or not, I've never done anything that smooth.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but when you were shooting balloons earlier, I was feeling so nervous. I was actually praying to the heavens.
Praying for what?
I prayed that they would bless your stubborn soul. I asked that you could be happy, even just for one day. At least just this once, you get to feel how it's like to get what you want. And look! My prayer worked and you got me this prize.
Could you ask for one more?
Let's do that. I'm sure the heavens will grant another one.
I love you.
Oh, it's late and she's still not home. Na Lan? Why are you still outside? Come inside and explain.
Yes, Mom. Good night. Mom, let's go inside.
Do you know what time it is? You shouldn't be out so late. Don't do that again. I was really worried about you.
See? I told you I had bad luck.
Luca. Luca.
Yeah. You can sleep some more if you want.
What are you doing?
I'm almost done with this. You can go back to sleep. I'll join you later.
What are you working on?